Hey guys, this is 360 Maniac. We're going to take a flashback look at Ace Combat 6. I've had this game for like 2 years and I rarely play it, even though I really enjoy it. The problem that I had was this game came out the last week of October of 2007, and Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 came out about 2 weeks later, the first week in November. So I didn't get much playtime with this game because Modern Warfare sort of took over my life. So anyway, I've got the Ace Edge flight stick. I had a coupon for GameStop. I was able to get the bundle with the game and the flight stick for like 130 bucks. So the flight stick ended up costing me like 70. If you figure the game was 60 at the time. So it was, to me, it was worth the investment. I love the accessories and the hardware you can get for the different consoles. So this is something that really immerses me in the game. I've never even played this game with the controller. I've only used the flight stick, and it's really neat. It's called a HOTAS or HOTAS. It's a hand-on throttle and stick, HOTAS. And what that means is it's just a design that they put in the later generation jets, where the pilot didn't have to take his hands off of either controller or either stick or the throttle, so that he could always keep his hands on both the stick and the throttle. He never had to pick his hand up and flip a switch somewhere else. If you did, it was a very rare occurrence. And so when he's performing a high G maneuver or trying to track an enemy while looking around with his helmet, he can just keep both of his hands on those controls and not have to move and fumble around with different switches and different knobs and that sort of thing. So that's what this stick is modeled after. And of course, being a game controller, you always keep your hands on the controller anyway. But that's what the stick was modeled after, was the actual jet stuff. And the manufacturer of the controller actually makes PC controllers for the guys who get into real sim heavy games that just require the absolute most realism you can find. Make no bones about it, this game is not a simulation. As you can see, the game where I'm playing right now, this is the first mission, and this is literally the first time I played this game in probably 2 years, at least over a year, maybe a year and a half. I don't even remember the last time I played it. The last replay I had saved was from October of 07. So anyway, the missiles that it's carrying, you can see I've got like 92 missiles now. So there are no jets in the world today that can carry 92 missiles. So obviously this is more an arcade leaning game. But it's great fun. It's the graphics are just awesome. It still amazes me this game was created almost 2.5 years ago, and it just looks great. I play on a big screen. I have a front projector, so my screen is 96 inches. So I'm sitting on my couch with this this throttle and stick with an 8-foot screen, and I'm just really immersed into the game. And as you can see, I'm really kind of fumbling with the controls, trying to remember what to do and how to work the jet and all the different controls that you have. And so that's really why I'm not doing that great, but I still was having a blast when I was recording this. So again, this is Ace Combat 6, and I think it lost a lot of popularity or a lot of opportunity being released in the same holiday window as Modern Warfare Juggernaut that just kind of took over. This is a good game though. I think you can pick it up for like 20 bucks. The stick is harder to find. I don't think it's in production anymore, but I know you can get it on eBay, but you might have to pay an arm and a leg for it. One of the things that the developer went a little overboard with was the DLC. I have never seen as many pieces of DLC for a video game outside of the music games like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. This thing has got 70-something things on the marketplace, and most of them are different planes, a couple of different multiplayer modes. A handful of them are free. I think there's 6 or 8 of them are free, but some of them are 200, 400 points just for a jet, and they really kind of went crazy with it, in my opinion. I don't know how much money it would cost. I think I read on a post on a forum maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, that it was like $150 to buy the game and buy all the DLC that was available for it. So for people who love DLC and like that kind of stuff, it is out there. For people like me who like to limit how much money they spend on video games because they can just get out of hand, not so great. But I haven't really explored this game that much, so it's not really a big deal yet. And I'm just kind of going through. I think I got up over halfway through the missions, through 9 or something of 13, I think. And so I just kind of started over. I can't even remember playing it. And so it's really a lot of fun, and just having a blast with this game, pulling it out of pulling the hands-on throttle and stick out of the closet. It's been in storage in the closet for, gosh, probably at least a year. So it's well worth pulling that sucker back out. I figured I either need to play the game or sell the hardware and get some of my money back out of it. So what's really cool is the heads-up display. You can play in the third-person view where you see your jet and you see the missiles taking off from your jet. But I'm more of a realism guy. I like to be in the cockpit, or at least feel like I would be sitting in the cockpit. That's how I play Forza and other racers. I try to get in the car view, and so it just feels more realistic that way. One thing that's really neat, there's a little hat switch on the stick where you can look out the window. I don't think I'd actually remembered that at this point in this recording, but you can push that little hat switch to the right, and your view will rotate right out the window. You can see your wing, you can see all the hard points and your ordnance mounted on the hard points, and the contrails and smoke trails from missiles going right by you. So it's really cool. You can actually even push down, you can see the tops of your knees in the cockpit there. So really awesome how they put the graphics together, how they put the views together, and how it all works together. It's not really easy to just kind of jump in a jet, fly around and shoot stuff, because you get really disoriented. Where's the enemy at? Where's the plane that I'm looking for? As you can see in the bottom left screen, there's a little radar. It has 3 versions, 3 depth levels, and the blue dots or dashes are planes or friendly planes, and then the green ones are enemy planes. The red ones are enemy planes, or which your targets or your mission objectives. And so you kind of have to figure out, okay, which plane am I looking for? Is this particular plane I'm targeting actually a target for the mission, or am I wasting my time with this guy, or what? And when you do target something, that pops up in the little upper left screen and shows you a picture of that plane and what position it's in, or what its profile looks like. Is it trying to fly away from you to the left to gain altitude, or diving, or whatever? So you can kind of adjust your jet to catch it, or keep up with it, or to just get in a proper firing arc to send your missile after it. So again, this game is a couple years old. This may not be the hottest or greatest video. I don't care. I really like playing it, and it's a fun game, and I'm really looking forward to really getting into the controls, where I can just kind of fly around, take a couple of looks at the radar, maybe at the heads-up display, and see if my particular plane I'm looking at is a target or just any enemy in the air, and just being able to select the ordnance I want, fire off a couple missiles, and then select the next target and just be right on for what I need to do. Kind of just fumbling around, looking at the radar, trying to figure out what it is exactly I'm doing. And through most of this video, I stay pretty much full throttle and all afterburner, which makes it tough to keep an enemy in your sights. I keep tracking these guys, and then I fly right by them. So it's been kind of difficult. And later on, as I'm playing past this recording, I remember to pull the throttle back, turn the afterburners off, run about 60–70%, especially after I track an enemy, and then I'm able to keep them in front of me as I fire the missile, keep a good arc and not just overrun the guy. So a lot to think about, a lot to do. It kind of comes naturally if you give it some time, though, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So that's just a quick video of this. It's just something I've had for a while, something I'm going to play in the immediate future, and hope you like the video. Subscribe, leave a comment, rate the video for me. Thanks a lot, and hope you enjoy.